Another victory for the OG. Sir, can you hear me? We are notifying viewers. Ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, who are these people, bro? You got one person. Who's this? Bro, your profile picture is questionable. That is a very questionable profile picture. Alright, Rablixi, Dolart. Who wants to debate? I'm gonna do a little more debate lives, I think. I'm gonna do more debate lives for now. But I think eventually I will probably go switch. I don't know. Damn. Was that actually a gift? I don't even know. Greek Mapper. Hello, everybody. Who wants to debate? Last time the debate was cut short, but hopefully we can do a lot more now. Ay, ay, ay. Ooh. In fact, I could probably... How come everyone's joining and leaving? Like, how are we meant to have a proper debate? You're not real? It's not very nice, man. Jonathan Assassi. That's not very nice. I'm not real. I think I'm very real. Hey, you want to come and debate? Come and debate. Change my mind. If you guys are so confident, you should be able to change my mind. If you have such good evidence, you should be able to change my mind pretty quickly. Alright. False G follow one truism Buddhism. Hey man, what's your proof?
Yo, so first of all, why don't you believe in God? But wait, I can't hear you. Say again. Nah. Yeah.
As I said, I don't believe there's sufficient evidence to believe in God.
Wait, explain more. Like,
God, depending on whatever religion you are, there's contradictions. Can everyone hear me? Can everyone hear me? Say pizza if you can hear me. I really do hope everyone can hear me. That you guys can hear the gospel. Remember that Jesus couldn't wipe the floor with the Buddha? Prove the Buddha is real. Prove reincarnation, nirvana, enlightenment. Where's the proof, man? God is real. Pizza? Okay. All right. You guys can't hear me then. Okay. All right, man. I can wait. I can wait. Guys aren't doing anything. Hello, sir. What do you want to debate? Meditate and you'll levitate. I've done it before. Oh my goodness, it's working. These dudes just leave. Okay. Tips on how to go vegan. Obviously, it's not going to be a one day you stop eating meat, but gradually you can eat less and less meat. You can cut out meat out of your diet. Don't go to fast foods that involve meat, such as McDonald's or KFC or Burger King. Or if you're going to go to these places, eat vegan foods. I'm sure they all have vegan options that you can choose. Try and choose the vegan options. And that's what I believe you should do. So it's when I have someone else on that you guys cannot hear me. That's interesting. It's very interesting.
Hello.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Aye.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So what do you want to debate?
How can you just say God is imaginary?
I don't believe there's enough evidence to warrant a belief in God. Do you have any evidence?
Well, I'm not going to say there's evidence because it's belief.
How do
But
you want me, how do you want me
you
to
can't
believe?
just say evolution is a fact.
Evolution is a fact. We can observe it. In reality, we've done multiple tests and it's proven that evolution is a fact. It's just a fact, sir. It is a fact. We can observe it, and we notice how different changes and mutations in genes can lead to genes being more present in the offspring's populations, and these genes are expressed as phenotypes, meaning the physical characteristics of an organism change over time. And because of that, that essentially means that over time, if enough time passes, different organisms will change into different beings. Hence why we have the plethora of life we see today.
How was the world created then?
How's the world created? Well, we can go back to things like the Big Bang, which doesn't explain how it was created, but we are not 100% sure. We don't 100 fully know. The odds are we could have always been here. That's a possibility, you know. Well, I tried my best. I believe in evolution, but it ain't a theory.
Hello.
Hello?
Yeah. Why do you say Why do you say God is imaginary? Okay, then how are you made?
Pardon?
How are you made if God is imaginary?
Well, here's the thing. If you want to go in terms of life, abiogenesis, that means living beings coming from organic molecules, which of course are made of non-living things, and mix it with some chemistry, and you have living organisms.
Okay, then how is rain made?
How is rain made? Rain is a process of water evaporating from large.
How's everything in this earth made?
Could have always been here.
Since when?
I don't know what you want me to say. If you're gonna say since when, it could have always been here. That means there was never since when.
Okay. Then why should we go vegan?
Do you want to harm animals?
No, but then why do you tell people that God is imaginary?
Because I don't believe there's enough evidence to warrant a belief in God.
Okay, then why when you go live you post about God and going vegan, and in your video you say that you're a monkey?
It's a good question. I don't know how you want me to answer that. I guess going live is different from making videos in terms of topics. Anyways, I think I covered all the topics with that guy. Something cannot exist without a start. And that's not, how do you know that? You're just presupposing that as true and as a fact. You don't know that.
Alright, how you doing, man?
Thank you for the gifts, child of God. Yep, hello, sir?
Alright, cool. So, you know the vegan thing you were just talking about?
Yep.
You said about harming animals, right?
Yep.
What about when a lion kills one of its animals as well? Is that alright as well?
Thing is, lions are carnivores, so they have to eat meat or they will starve. We, however, don't have to actually eat meat, and we can eat plants and without starving. We don't have to hurt these animals. That lions do. If you were in a survival situation, I'd understand that, and you had nothing else to eat. But the fact is that we aren't, so we don't need to cause these animals harm because we are above animals.
Okay, but if we weren't supposed to eat meat, then why is like chicken 100% bioavailable?
So just because we've been eating it for time and just because we can digest it doesn't mean it's a good thing to put these animals through harm so we can eat them.
Alright, I'm pretty much done here. I thought I could get you out, but I can't.
Nice try, sir.
Keep talking, man.
Have a nice day. I can actually give you a proper debate. I don't have live access, go DMs. Well, I can't just end the stream and DM you now. So maybe you can go to account with more followers. Thank you for the roses, child of God. You're imagining everything is an illusion, the Buddha. I really don't know what you're saying, sir. I'm really unsure. However, if anyone else wants to debate, go ahead. See if you can change my mind on any of these topics. Hello, are you willing to debate? I'm always willing to debate anyone, but I'm not sure if you'd have enough followers to TikTok will let you. I think you need at least like 800. I'm always willing to debate. I mean, you can ask questions in the comments as well. Where do you have these morals without anything? Because all human morals come from God. Well, see, the issue you run into is, let's grant you that God is real. Which God? Because if morals come from God and there's different religions which have different gods, who's correct? So you still run into the same issue. And in my opinion, obviously believing religion is made up, I believe that those morals are also made from humans and are subjected at the end of the day. So morality is subjective. at the end of the day. Do you think everyone should be vegan? That is the ideal way. Yes, everyone should be vegan, correct. Allah the one God? Where's the proof? Show me the proof. Hello? What do you want to debate?
No, I'm here to debate about veganism.
Hello? Sorry, I can't hear you that well.
I'm here to debate about veganism
Okay, yeah. Why aren't you vegan?
because the science on a truly vegan diet does not add up. Because you need your protein like your chicken and that. Just look at Michael B. Jordan, for example. He's got into physique by eating chicken, hasn't he?
Sir, you can be perfectly healthy on a vegan diet. I don't know why there's this notion that a vegan diet you cannot be healthy on. You can absolutely be healthy. You can get vitamin B12s as well as proteins from pastas, beans, lentils, tofu, plenty of other foods that have protein that you can eat. And a big plus, you don't have to be harming animals as well. So there's no justification for harming these animals when you quite frankly don't need to.
But you know, avocados,
Yes.
they kill millions of bees.
Sir, you do realize that way more animals are killed to grow the crops to feed those animals. I'm not saying no animals won't be killed at all. That's not what I'm saying, but you can minimize the harm and suffering of these animals if you are vegan.
Hey, brother, shut up, man.
All right, sir. I don't know what you want me to say to that. Your morals come from your opinion of your parents' morals, and it's subjective. I don't know what you're trying to say. That still doesn't prove God. Morality is subjective because people changed original religious morals from traditional books. Well, sir, it's still subjective. Have you ever died? No, I have. If you have seen someone and come back to tell us you've seen someone, clearly you haven't died. May I ask you something? Go ahead. The chat's open. Go ahead and ask him whatever you please. Hey, what you got? Hello? Your mic's a bit low. I don't know if you can turn it up. I can hear you slightly.
All right, can you?
I can hear you now.
Okay.
What do you want to debate? It's gone quiet again now. I don't know if it's on mine, but it's gone quiet again. It was loud before, but it's gone quiet. What about the bees, mice, voles, snakes? You kill way more animals to eat meat than vegans do on a vegan diet. So that argument just doesn't work. 70% of crops are grown to kill and eat animals. So the argument is not true. It's just false. I think there's a problem with my headphones. Can I just type here? Yeah, go ahead and type. That's fine. Go ahead and type. I'm watching the chat as well. People enjoy the taste of meat. That's not a justification. Even if you enjoy the taste of humans, that doesn't justify eating humans.
Yo.
Hello, what do you want to debate?
Okay, I just want to ask a question. How long have you been vegan?
About 2 years, but do you have an argument as to why you aren't?
Yeah, I just want to ask you, why do you have a big ass forehead, bro? Like, actually, like.
Anyone who wants to have a serious debate and actually speak properly, then yeah, give me observable evidence of change of kind for evolution. I mean, you can observe it, you know. I mean, you know, I don't know if you're aware of Charles Darwin and theory of natural selection, origin of species, and you know, he went to the Finch Islands and he saw the finches with different beaks, slightly different beaks, mainly, you know, catered to their environment, you know, those that survived you more. But you can observe it with bacteria as well, how they change according to their environment, those who fit their environment best. You know, evolution is all around us and it's always happening. You know, there's no reason why you guys shouldn't understand that. Never going vegan? Sir, I will pray for you. I don't understand what's wrong with eating meat. You're hurting animals. That's the point. Animals have to die for you to eat that meat. That's why eating meat is wrong. Answer the question? Sir, I'm not aware of your question. You might have to repeat it, but just repeat the question. Using your logic, the earth has no beginning is flawed as something with an infinite past cannot exist.
Yo.
Okay, I'll answer that after. Yep.
What's your favorite food? What's your favorite food?
I like pasta.
So you just like pasta, no, like just vegan pasta, right?
I mean, pasta is vegan. Pasta has
Yeah,
no.
no, yeah, okay. So like, do you know the vegan teacher?
I'm well aware of her. Yes.
Do you agree with what she says?
Well, if I'm saying go vegan, then yes, I would. What's your excuse for not being vegan?
Cause like, like that shit busting on God, like actually, like that
So
shit
that's
busting.
justification for killing animals. You know how much harm they go through, getting gassed, getting killed, stunned, for you to
Okay,
eat.
then how do you know? How do you know what is chicken? How it
Pardon?
tastes like if you never tasted it, bro? Like, just try it, bro. You feel me?
Sir, I did used to eat meat, but the more arguments for veganism is what
Wait,
swayed
hold
me.
up. I got something about veganism. Okay, so like, is there like vegan meat?
So I mean, there's vegan burgers, but that's kind of a contradiction. There's no meat. If it's vegan, then it's
Okay,
clearly
no,
meat.
I came here to debate about like God is imaginary. Like, what? How
Okay, all
can you
right.
type that? How can you
I
type
mean,
that, bro?
first of all, there's no evidence, there's no proper evidence for his existence. If we look at some holy books, I don't know what your God is, but in some cases, especially for the Abrahamic gods, there's many contradictions in the scriptures. For example, in Christianity, there's one with Paul seeing the angel and Mark seeing two angels, and they're different encounters of a new scenario. And even God as a being in itself, if God is like, the problem of evil, that still doesn't get solved. If God can do whatever he wants and God wants us in heaven, why aren't we in heaven? If he's all powerful and able to, why hasn't he done that? There's plenty of issues.
All right, listen. Where do we go when we die?
Sir, where were you before you were born?
In my mom's tummy.
Before you were born, sir, that means you
My
didn't
God
exist.
was making me, bro.
Sir,
Oh
I'm
my
not saying in your mother's stomach, before your parents came together, sir, where were you?
No one,
Exactly.
bro. Bro,
Exactly.
listen,
That's the
listen.
point.
Where
You
was
go
I?
back
Listen,
to a
where was
state
I?
of
Listen, where
non-existence.
was I?
No,
God was still
sir.
making us, bro. Bro,
Sir, you go back to a state of non-existence, sir. When
bro,
before,
red ass up, bro. I'm about to eat chicken, big.
okay, you clearly are not debating in good faith. Animals have been killing other animals for years. That's just what natural. Animals also do plenty of other terrible things. And if the thing is, if you saw us killing an animal, everyone would outrage. That's not a justification. Just because they've been animals do it doesn't justify us doing it. That's not a justification. Vegans are hypocrites. Vegans are not hypocrites.
Yo,
Hey, what you got?
what? So, God is in man. Why do you not believe in God?
There's no evidence of God.
So, when do you live your life off 100%?
I don't know what you mean. Do you say that I live my life 100%? What does that mean?
So do you, what do you mean? There's no evidence. There's no evidence, but do you not believe in anything?
I mean, if there's no evidence, why would I believe it? If I say you owe me £1,000,000 or a million, whatever your currency is, and you say, okay, show me the evidence that I owe you this, and I'm like, you just have to believe, how does that work? I can only believe if there's enough evidence. Correct?
So, but every single time that you do something, you base it off evidence.
I mean, in terms of believing in God, that of course you have circumstantial evidence that some things happen enough times in reality, but in terms of believing in God, if there's no evidence, you can't say the Bible is evidence, by the way, because that would be circular. You can't say it's self-fulfilling. That is just a circular argument. So if there's tangible empirical evidence that we can test for God existing, then I'll believe, but there has not been any. That's swayed me.
So, are you an atheist?
Correct. Agnostic atheist.
So, all right, but why would you live your life off evidence? Like, there's hope. There's like.
Sir, that's not really a good argument, hope, sir. Evidence is very important, sir. If I say,
No, I understand your point. I understand your point
yeah,
about evidence, but
okay,
people aren't only going to live their lives off of that.
well, that's important, especially if we're talking about believing in a God who has all these rules and stuff that we need to follow. I'd hope that God actually exists, or else,
Like what rules?
I mean, the Bible has a lot of rules, has a lot of things that say you need to do. So if a being is
Can
going
you
to be
name
saying
them?
that, I'd hope that being exists, or else it's just man-made.
I know, but can you give me some examples of rules that God says you must live
Regardless, this
by?
still doesn't help your argument of proving God exists. Like,
I'm not trying to prove God exists.
then what are you up here for? if you're not here to try and convince me that God is
But
real.
there's no way that I can prove to you that God exists if you're saying there's no evidence.
So
But
then why
there's still.
do you believe it? So why do you believe in God if there's no evidence, sir?
I believe in God because it's actually a good question, to be honest.
Yes, sir. Just have a think about it, just think if there's no evidence for something, is it really valid for me to believe it? And yeah, if you ever reconsider, just gotta think deeply. I remember when you used to make diss tracks on Tech as kid. Wow, that was long ago, wasn't it? 7 years at this point. I think that might be, no, yeah, 7 years. All right. Anyways, let's add in the next person in here. I am KSI. Hello.
Hey cuz, how you doing?
Pardon?
I said, hey cuz, how you doing?
Good, thank you. What do you want to debate?
I'm afraid that you and I just agree on way too much. I was just wondering whether you were a vegan.
I am a vegan indeed. Yes, correct.
Ah, me too. I'm not sure if I'm your target demographic for this particular context, but yeah, I'm a vegan myself. I was just curious. I noticed that Mike Brigandi debates a lot of these same subjects as well.
Yeah, I'm aware of the guy. That's correct. Yeah, I guess my views do quite align with his. I've thought over these topics quite deeply, and this is what I think. And however you came to it, good for you, sir.
Ah.
All right, who's in next? All right, this dude says he's been waiting. I like these beef burgers. You guys can say whatever stuff you want to say, but the truth is that you should be vegan. Hey, what you got?
Give me 3 good reasons why I should go vegan.
1, don't want to hurt animals. 2,
No. Listen to me. No. Listen. So,
Sir, how old are you?
no. If I think meat is good, yeah. Why should I give it up? Because no. Because I know like it's animal cruelty and stuff, yeah. But God made it to eat, and plus some people can't even survive without meat because, they're just gonna they need that protein, and you might say there's other ways of.
Sir, listen. First of all, that's not true. Everyone can survive without meat. It's a fact that you can absolutely survive without meat. That is absolutely not the case. Second of all, sir, I'm not finished. Second of all, you can actually survive well on a vegan diet. Vegan food is very healthy for you. It's honestly very amazing. So you really should be vegan, and that is a fact. Also, you saying God did it. First of all, there's no evidence for the existence of God. So that point is really mute. And third of all, that still wouldn't mean what he's saying is correct. So if you want to unmute yourself, sir, and actually, say your points. Oh, he left. All right. Well, let's add someone else in here. There is a God out there. Where's the evidence? You're judging my question for a while. I did not see your question. I'm not attacking anyone.
Hi.
Hello?
Hi.
Hello there.
Okay, so I just wanted to ask you, why do you actually think God made animals?
First of all, I don't believe in God, which you can tell up there, it says God is imaginary.
Okay, so do you believe in the Big Bang Theory?
Yes, but I don't believe that's where everything came from. At that point, we don't know. It could have always been here. But it's just, the Big Bang Theory is just saying that matter was at a very condensed point. Expanding.
Sorry, I see one of my friends in the chat. Anyways, okay, just to let you know, all of this Big Bang Theory shit is not real. It's not real. God created the earth. You need to get your Gen Z delusional ass off this life.
Okay, ma'am, keep yapping. Just keep yapping, because that's just not true. I'll pray for you, though. I will pray for you. However, you are clearly a lost sheep, and I will guide you. If there is no creator, how is everything out there? Could have always been here. Hey, what you got?
Hi, I'm just wondering, are you saying everybody should be vegan?
That's exactly what I'm saying, correct.
Why?
Because, do you want to harm animals?
Yeah, but if evolution is right, that would mean that survival of the fittest is a thing.
But we don't have to harm these animals. We don't have to cause unnecessary pain and suffering.
Yeah, but the only reason that chicken, cows, stuff like that are still alive is because we keep them alive. They wouldn't stay alive in
Well, man, we can build sanctuaries. We can stop and build sanctuaries to take care of these animals. We don't have to, we breed them into existence. They wouldn't be if we didn't continually breed them into existence. We don't need to do that, man. We can build sanctuaries to take care of these animals.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
Do you
but
understand?
why?
Because you don't want to harm these animals. We're killing them for food. These animals go through incredible amounts of pain just to die and suffer.
That's true.
Does that not make you upset, ma'am? That these
Yeah,
animals?
obviously it does, yeah. But I'm
So
still gonna
why
eat
would you
it
not want to avoid that and not support it by not paying for meat?
because I enjoy to eat it.
Hey, ma'am, do you think that's a justification? Do you realize these animals feel pain as well as you?
It's already dead when I'm eating it, though.
Yeah, but you had to kill it. Do you think it's right to end the being? What's the difference between you and the animal that you gives you the right to kill the animal?
I never killed it.
Yes, but you paying for it to be killed, ma'am, is effectively killing it.
Yeah, that's true, to be fair.
So all I'm saying, ma'am, is that these animals go through incredible pain, and we don't have to cut their life short or cause them that pain and suffering.
How are
And
you supposed to get the other nutrients that you get from eating meat?
pastas, beans, lentils, tofu. There's plenty of foods that don't involve the harm and suffering of animals that we can actually use to get these nutrients. We don't need to do all that.
Yeah, you're not wrong, to be fair.
Well,
Well, I don't agree with you saying that God is imaginary because there might not be full-on proof.
well, that's the issue. Is for something to be a fact, we need full-on proof. In science, for something to be true, it needs to be testable and proven. If there's no proof, then why would you believe it?
Yeah, but there's a lot of scientific theories that have been proven wrong. So basically, everything is just a theory. Still, but it might not be true.
And we can test for it. And
Yeah.
that's kind of a non sequitur. Even if science can sometimes be wrong and we get the wrong idea, that doesn't mean God is proof or God is real.
There are a lot of things that a lot of experiences, a lot of people have gone through to say that God is real.
Ma'am, science, I'm sorry, but this is anecdotal evidence. Just because you've gone through an experience, that doesn't mean God is real. You haven't even acknowledged which God it would be and just essentially need proper proof. So do you have any proof for God, ma'am?
No.
Then have a nice day and come back when you have proof. Because if there's no proof, there is zero reason to believe it. Simple as that. Hey,
Hey,
hello there.
yeah, my name is Pearl. I was just passing through your live, and when you said there isn't proof that God is real,
Yeah.
which is which is not true because there is proof. I personally, I personally do know God,
You
and
know
I
God?
think, yeah, I
Really?
personally know God.
And you haven't paid me a visit? Like, what does he look like?
You want him to pay you a visit?
What does he look like? What is what I don't see him. So do you have any actual evidence that he exists?
And I think that that is the thing. If you don't believe God, I don't think anyone thinks that God doesn't exist. I think you just choose not to follow him. I think we all know that there is a God. I mean, if you look at the earth, if you look at the way the universe is made, the Big Bang Theory.
Ma'am, first of all, that doesn't even support God. That's not the case. And you're trying to argue the teleological argument that, oh, it's designed. We wouldn't even know the difference between a designed earth or a non-designed earth. So how would you know the difference? And regardless, there's just no evidence of God, ma'am. I'm sorry. There just isn't any evidence. If there was evidence, then I'd be absolutely down to, then it'll be proven, but we need to prove it. Let me give you one way. Let's say you guys believe in praying, so I'll mute you, but I mean, if you want to unmute, I don't know, but let's say, for an example, if you want to pray for someone, if there's proof that that prayer actually helped them, then that would be a good case, but it still has not been proven. I'm
I
sorry,
think
man.
you personally could find God if you wanted to. Because mind you, we're talking about the highest form of power. And maybe you don't understand God, but you're not meant to understand the highest, literally the creator
How
of
does
the
that
earth.
make any sense? How am I meant to understand if I
You
don't
are not,
understand
you're
what's
not meant to
God?
understand. That is the thing. Because at the end of the day, you are
Why would I
human.
believe
You
in something I
cannot,
don't understand?
you are not meant to understand. You can never comprehend God.
Sorry,
And we're
ma'am, but
talking
I'm
about
not going to
God.
believe in something that I don't understand. So do you have any actual evidence
Why
for
do
the
you
God
think
you
you're on
believe in?
earth, actually? Why do you think you're here? You think you're just
Why did
passing
you
by?
need to be a why?
Yeah, why do you think you were born? Like,
It
why?
doesn't need to be a
What are you
why.
doing
There
here?
doesn't need to be a purpose. There doesn't need to be an objective purpose. It could all just be random. And there's no evidence that a
You
God
think
actually made
human
it.
existence is random? You think you're just
Absolutely.
here to be here?
Absolutely. Why would that not be the case? You have any evidence that that isn't the case, ma'am? And evidence that your God exists? Are you saying God made us? How would you know the difference between a universe where God made us and a universe where God didn't make us? You only have one sample size, so that doesn't really work, ma'am.
I think if you look deep, you yourself would. I don't think you don't believe in God. I think you just don't want to follow him.
I'll
And you're
look
not, you don't
deeply.
have to.
I'll look deeply, ma'am. I'll look deeply. Thank you very much. But unfortunately, you have not had any evidence. Why would it not be the case? Do you have evidence to the contrary? I'll ask you the same about. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I'll pray for you, ma'am.
Yo,
Hello.
yo.
What do you want to debate?
I was wanting to say, I was watching before. Innit? Are you against the consumption of animals?
I am indeed. Why do we don't need to harm them at all?
So, well, why? All right, let me ask you this question. You don't believe, you don't. What is your standard of morality?
I believe morality is subjective. I believe in moral relativism and emotivism. So whatever you find, what you
So
gives you
you're a moral
dopamine in your brain, making you happy is good. Whatever makes you upset is bad. It's purely subjective and based on the person.
so you're a moral relativist. So I'm gonna ask you this: how could you plausibly actually convince somebody morally why it's incorrect to eat animals?
Sir, I could only give them my best arguments and see if and do an internal critique of if they think it's okay to harm animals. But I mean, if you want to go with the morality argument, even if you have God, what about different religions? You know, how would you convince someone with a different God that they're wrong? It's impossible.
Well, that's the thing. So people that follow religion or believe in a singular God, they believe in objective morality.
It's
See,
still
the
subjective,
thing is
sir.
that
And
it's
it's still
objective.
subjective to God. God is the subject of that morality, so it still doesn't work. God is the subject of that morality. Just because it comes from God, how does that make it correct? How could you test that it's correct just because it's from God? And God's morality changes, so it's not even consistent.
You could test this correct in the natural world, because you have to operate under the confines of the description of the God, right? The God of the Bible is what? The creator, the architect of the universe that we live in. So the natural
Sir,
world.
do you have any proof of that? Can you show me evidence? I've been waiting for you to present me evidence. You haven't presented any, sir.
You're moving the goalposts, because remember what I just said? I said you have to operate within the confines of the description of the God.
Sir, what does that mean? Sir, how can you know this? Can you show me how you know this? Did God come down and tell you?
This is my.
Tell me
Because this is.
Sir, listen, you're not providing any evidence. I'm sorry, but this is just not evidence. You're just rambling, to be honest. You're not providing any proper evidence. Can you tell me any evidence, sir?
Evidence of what?
Of God's existence that we can test for and verify that
my
that
argument.
God
That wasn't
exists.
even my argument. That was not
So
even
what
my argument.
So you don't believe God is real?
Bro, that isn't my argument. Regardless of what I
So
believe
what are
about
you
God,
up here
God
to?
is real, that wasn't even my argument. The
What are
first
you
thing,
up here to
the
debate?
first thing I asked you when you entered the live was, how could you plausibly prove or explain to somebody why eating animals is wrong if you're a moral relativist? And then you're trying to move it to me believing, asking
Well,
about
sir,
God.
as I said, I can do an internal critique. Do you know what an internal critique is? If they believe harming animals is wrong, why would you want to harm animals? It's just purely hypocritical. You know, you may be upset at seeing someone hurt a dog.
How can you prove to me that it's wrong?
Sir, I can go. Do you believe harming animals is right or wrong?
It's not about what I believe. You have to prove to me why it's wrong.
Sir, I can only do a internal critique. Do you believe eating conscious beings and causing them pain is correct?
But you just said to me, I have to give you proof of why God exists. You have to give me proof of why eating animals is wrong.
Sir, that exactly, and I am, but it depends on where your morality is. Do you believe harming animals is wrong? You got to answer.
Now.
Sir, you're not listening, sir. I mean, I don't even know if you're trying to debate at this point, to be honest. Like, I'm literally saying to you, sir, I'm saying to you that I can do a internal critique. So if they believe one thing, then it wouldn't add up with the other. If your morality is too far away, then I don't know, sir. I really don't know. If your morality is just too far gone, I don't know what to say to you, but all I can present you is with an internal inconsistency in your argument. Hey, what you got?
Should I go vegan or not?
You should be vegan, absolutely. Why would you want to hurt animals?
Is it true that billions of bees die to make avocados or some shit?
That is not true, sir. In fact, think about it. It takes 100 kilos of plants to produce 1 kilo of meat. I'm sure it varies between different meats. I hear you typing, sir, but 70% of crops are grown
Oh yeah, I'm just
for
playing
animals.
with him.
70% of crops are grown for animals. So why? So you're killing more animals and more to feed the animals that you're going to eat.
What?
So there's no reason that you should not be vegan. Thousands of bees and more bees die for the plants to feed your animals, sir. That's the issue, and that's what you guys are not understanding. Hey, what you got?
Love eating burgers.
Don't really know what that dude said, but hey. You guys can keep spamming God is real, but I'm sorry, but there's simply no evidence. So you're just... I'm sorry. Hey, what you got?
So, God is real because, see, you're alive, right? God isn't a person, is the, like, it's the starter of everything.
Pardon?
The creator. There's proof that God is real because you're alive.
Sir, what? I don't understand what you're saying.
God is the creator. God isn't just
And
a
where's your
person
proof of that? Where is your proof of that? Where's your
that
evidence?
you're alive.
How is me being alive proof that God exists?
If me and you were locked in a room, nigga, I would beat you to death.
Okay, you clearly don't want to have a proper debate. Like, I don't really know what else to say to you. Cristiano Ronaldo mother, Sui. He was not properly debating, sir. I'm sorry. All right, who wants to be in next? All right, this person is just not joining.
Hello there. Can you hear me?
Hey, what you got? I can hear you.
Okay. So why should I go vegan?
Do you want to hurt animals and cause them harm and pain?
So like what happened like, back in the day when people were in caves and shit, like they still ate animals.
Are we still in caves? I don't believe I'm in a cave
No,
right
but like why?
So why do we need to harm
If you're not eating an animal, you need like supplements such as iron.
No, sir. You can eat perfectly fine on a vegan diet. Trust me, sir. And even in the case that you had to do the incredible sacrifice to stop these animals from being gassed and killed and harmed and had to take maybe 1 pill a day, is that too much of a sacrifice for the animals? Billions of conscious beings that can breathe like you, see like you, taste like you, that are being gassed and killed and murdered for just for 15 minutes of pleasure of eating them and a McDonald's meal. Do you think that's okay, sir?
Well, how do you know animals are conscious? You said God doesn't exist, which doesn't like necessarily mean that they aren't conscious, but like how do you know they're conscious?
So you've gone into multiple arguments, but in terms of animals' consciousness, we can actually use fMRI scans to see the blood flow in their brain and test for how they think, and we can actually see that their brains are working. And plus, animals have nerves, and nerves means they can feel pain, which is also a big factor. So not only are they you killing them, but they can also feel pain.
What about fish? Fish don't feel pain.
Fish actually do feel pain, sir.
Okay.
So, I mean, that argument doesn't work either. Fish actually do feel pain.
Can you provide a source?
Yep. 1 second. And also, so this is common knowledge. I mean, you should know that fish also do have nerve endings and that they do actually feel a lot of pain. I mean, it's pretty obvious fact, sir. I mean, it's basic biology, but like, I don't know what you want me to say. I mean, you know, even on PETA, you know, like, I mean, this is basic knowledge, you know. Factoryfarming.co.uk/fish.
Okay, I'll read up on that.
Yep. These animals do feel pain. And in the case that fish don't feel pain, we can at least focus on, in a practical solution, we can at least focus on cows, pigs, chickens, goats. We can at least focus on those animals as well. There's no reason to eat meat. Not at all. No evidence of God. Another day. Hey, what you got?
Oh, you invited me. Incredible. Listen, please, before you kick me, right? I just want to come out officially. I've tried to do this a couple of times now. I am like the Sumerian god that has returned.
Sir, can you please come and debate me? I'm not interested in hearing your blabbering. But best evidence for God I've heard so far.
Hello.
All right. May, what you got?
Well, I'm not vegan, but I kind of support it. Don't really argue it.
Would you at least take steps to be vegan if you support it?
I don't know. Don't really know what it's like. I just like, yeah. I'm
Would you at
really
least
white,
try it?
so
Why would
no,
you
I've never
try
tried
it?
it. I would try it if I was able to.
So you do realize many animals are being killed.
Yeah, I do realize that.
So would you not want to stop that? Do you think it's okay?
It's not really okay. Okay, depends what like animals. If you're killing
You
the
know
important ones,
you think
not
it's
okay.
justified to kill these animals that have consciousness and feel pain? In fact, pigs are smarter than like 3-year-old babies. You know, pigs can feel pain. So they know they're being killed. There's, you know, a lot of, you can see there's a lot of sources that show that these animals know that they're going to be killed. So do you think it's okay?
I mean, I don't really know. I don't think it's okay. No.
So then if it's not okay, sir, then you should be making attempts to be vegan. Simple as that. I don't know what else you want me to say. If it's not okay, then you should be making steps to be vegan. Hey, what you got?
I think that God is real, but the vegan thing, I might go vegan, maybe.
Okay, well, do you want to debate any of the topics that you see up here?
Yeah, God is imaginary. I say.
Sir, I think you've paused. Regardless, thank you for the roses. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you, Ollie. Thank you, TM128. Are you back, sir?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, what is your evidence of God? Why do you believe God exists?
Revelation 22, I'm not sure, 13 or 14 in the Bible.
Sir, I'm gonna stop you. 1 second, sir.
Right.
1 second. I'm gonna have to stop you, but you can't prove the Bible with the Bible. That's what we call circular reasoning. It doesn't really work referring to the book that you need to prove and saying it as proof.
Right.
Do you understand, sir?
Yeah.
So it doesn't really work you using the Bible to prove the Bible. I don't know if you understand. That's circular reasoning, so it doesn't really work. You know what I'm saying? So you need to provide testable evidence that proves maybe a certain event that happened in the Bible is real or happened.
Right. I won't use the Bible, but I know I'm not sure what the person's name is, but he just put up an argument quite a long time ago that saying that the earth needs a creator to be actually here as
So,
like.
yeah, this earth doesn't necessarily need the creator, and I think this applies to the universe as a whole. It could have always been here. The Big Bang, we the fact is we just don't know. And then using the God of the gaps argument and filling in the gap that we don't know whether it was God, and saying we don't know how it came to be, and saying it was God is fallacious, and it's not good faith, sir.
Right.
Well, have a nice day. I'm sorry, but Big Bang did not come from nowhere. Well, we don't know. The Big Bang, we believe, came from a singularity that was a very high space of hot, dense matter, and I don't know if we know much before that. God loves you, ma'am. I'm sorry, but God does not exist. So what do you want me to say? He who sent. Okay. Who is next? Appreciate the gift, Ollie. Thank you very much for becoming the first member. Thank you very much. Not religious, just comment. No creator, just religious comment. One second. I'm sorry I can add you back in. Why vegan? Don't want to hurt animals. No need to harm these animals. Simply no point. You know, if you can avoid the harm, there's no point in harming these animals whatsoever. You guys don't need to spam me. I'm trying my best here. Hey, what you got?
I understand that you want to be vegan and you don't want to hurt the animals, but some of the things that you say about the 70% and things like that, those facts and figures aren't just right.
Sir, I'd suggest that you do some more research. And I mean, if you want to even think of it in a logical sort of way, like, do you know how much plants are required to, produce some amount of beef? It's going to be a lot more. Even
You
if you
said
just
earlier
basic
that
biology with trophic levels, energy levels, as you go higher up the food chain into tertiary predators, primary consumers, there's less energy. So a lot more energy is required to feed and produce that, animal.
you said that it takes 100 kilos of plants to produce 1 kilo of meat, things like that. That's not correct.
Sir, I was making a broad argument, but the fact is that you require a lot more plants to produce the beef, and the fact is that regardless, the main point is this an ethical argument, and so it's not right to harm these animals.
It might be a broader point, but it's not correct what you're saying.
Sir, it was a broader point, sir. I don't think you're understanding, sir. I wasn't bringing up.
I understand perfectly, yeah.
It was just like, that's not the actual figures. I can actually get you actual figures, but that's simple biology, sir. And regardless, it's not right to hurt these animals.
Okay, well, I understand that point, that if you don't want to hurt the animals, you shouldn't eat them. But you can't.
Well, I mean, if you understand that, then there's no reason for you to be here. What about the insects and rabbits who will have to die? So who is the killer? Sir, more animals are dying to get you the meat that you eat than, just eating the plants. How are we hunting animals? You don't need to hunt animals. Thank you for the gifts, John. Hey, what you
Yo, can you hear me? Yo, what's up? Alright, I got a few questions for you, okay?
Yep.
Since you're
Sir. I mean, this isn't the Q&A, sir. Do you have a debate topic? Do you want to debate?
Yes, I actually do. I just need to know what your will view is, okay?
Sir,
Your will.
I'm gonna be honest. What point do you agree with? We're only gonna do one at a time. I can't do one.
Look, I'm not agreeing with anything of that. So basically, you said
we'll
you
go one at a time.
are you consume. Okay, let's do the vegan thing, okay?
Yes.
What about that? All right, let's go. So do you eat soybeans and coconut palm oil? Like, do you consume that?
No.
So you only eat salad and all that, right?
No.
No? How are you vegan then?
Sir, listen here. You're not providing me an argument for why it's okay to hurt animals.
No, because basically what you're trying to say is that you're not consuming anything. So what are you even saying, bro? Like,
Sir, do you eat animals?
yes, I do.
Why do you want to cause these animals harm?
Well, there's a purpose for these animals. Chicken, cows, Their purpose is to
So, do you think it's okay to
feed
put a
us
bunch of
humans.
beings through pain just because they taste nice? Do you think it's okay to put them through that much torture and mental pain just because they taste nice? And
Okay,
run
when
them
you
through
eat
pain?
soybeans, do you think it's okay for the farmers to kill all of the animals? Yeah?
Pardon?
No?
Sir,
When
you
you
do
eat
realize
soybeans.
more animals are killed
Well,
to
you're not really vegan when you
get
eat
your
soybeans, are you? No, you're not.
pardon?
Well, do you believe, are you pro-life or pro-choice? You're probably pro-choice, right?
Sir, you're all over the place making assumptions and claims. Come back when you're out of the clutter, please. Hey, where'd you go?
Hola.
Okay, well. Thank you for the gifts. Hey, what'd you got?
I think that vegans, like, I like the idea of being vegan and like protecting the animals and shit. I like that idea.
You want to debate? You guys
But
disagree with any of the prompts?
wait, let me talk. I believe that.
Sir, just get to the point, okay? I'm here to debate you, okay? I don't understand why you keep rambling on. Hey, what'd you get?
Yes, I disagree with your go vegan take.
Okay, why am you vegan?
I'm not vegan. So what was your question, sorry?
Why aren't you vegan? Why?
Because I don't want to be.
Why do you realize that the animals feel pain? What
And
animals do you eat, sir?
um,
Do you eat chicken?
depends on how I'm feeling.
I mean, do you eat like cows, pigs, chicken?
Cows, pigs, chicken,
Do you realize
octopus.
that do you want to put these animals through a lot of pain? Would you eat dogs?
I would, yeah. I would actually try a dog, yeah.
But you do realize that these animals are going through a lot of pain and torture, and especially with factory farming to produce food. Do you think that's okay?
I believe that's perfectly fine, yes.
So, if you saw a dog on the street, would you think it's okay to kick the dog?
Because
And
I can,
that's it,
because I
because it
can,
makes you feel
because I can, yes. I feel like it's perfectly fine to go to so.
okay. All right. I mean, sir, I don't know what else to tell you. Would you do it to a person?
If I can, yes.
You would eat a person?
Let me ask you a question. Right? Okay, because I'm gonna be logical.
So I don't know. Guys, I'll be back in a second. Give me a moment.